Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to JagadambeReadsMahabharata 335. As you may remember, Arjuna wanted to know about this person who is detached. Krishna must have been pleased when he found that Arjuna showed signs of waking up from the stupor that he was in. Warming up to his subject, Krishna said, "I will be happy to tell you that. They are called Sthitaprajna. The first thing about them is the fact that they have cast off all desires of the mind, and their spirit finds comfort in itself. Their pulse does not fail when sorrow approaches them, and it does not beat faster when joy approaches. Three things have no place in their mental makeup: desire, fear, and anger. They are never attached to anyone or anything. Good and evil are treated with the same equanimity. They do not rejoice, and they do not hate. A person with evenness of mind withdraws into themselves as a tortoise withdraws its limbs. Once the senses are withdrawn, the soul loses the appetite for the objects of the senses. Even the taste for them, which may linger on, will drop away when the supreme is realized. It is by no means easy. The wisest of people will find that sometimes the senses will rebel and sweep the mind in their current, and then the mind will be like a boat tossed about in a gale. The senses should be controlled, and this is possible if you meditate on me. Once attachment for the objects of the senses is given a place in the mind, it will be disastrous. The next step is delusion, and the mind gets confused and understanding is lost. Destruction follows in its wake. So the senses should be controlled. And the one into whom all desires enter, as the waters enter into the sea, attains peace. This is the divine state, and that is the bliss of the Brahmic state, from where no one can ever fall again." Arjuna, who had been listening carefully, intervened with a question. "Krishna, you say that the realization of the Brahman is the highest state. Why then do you ask me to do this dreadful task?" Krishna said, "There are two pathways of approach to that state. One is knowledge by meditation, and the other is work for those of action. Remember, no one can be still, even for a moment. Everyone has to do work. It is the law of nature that people should work. You may find a person who sits without doing anything, but that mind is still engaged in the world of the senses. That person is a hypocrite. There is then the other type, the Sthitaprajna I spoke about, who has controlled the senses along with the mind, and when they work, they do it without attachment. That person is infinitely superior to any other kind of person. You must do your duty. By not working, you cannot live. Even the bodily functions need work to sustain them. How then can one escape the bondage of work? By performing work as a sacrifice. Give up your attachments and work as though you were performing a sacrifice for the general good. That is the secret of work well done. Work should be done so that others may benefit by it and not you. Dedicate all work to me and fight." Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.